May. May. What are you doing? May, please, will you just wake up and talk to me, please?
Hello there.
Well, hello to you. I'm Lawrence and I welcome you to this pretty modest channel. Today we are going to deep dive into Spider-Man No Way Home. At last I'm finally able to watch this film. I wasn't able to watch it in theater and hence I couldn't wait to its release on home video. I have seen each and every Spider-Man film of the MCU. Homecoming, Far From Home, and of course I've watched all the Raimi's films, all the cartoon series. I know almost and fairly everything about Spider-Man. Thus, not to watch this newest one is no option. I know the hype was pretty big. The film earned a lot of money. It was a big success. The trailers were top-notch. Unfortunately, again, I wasn't able to watch it on the big screen, and I love to watch movies such as this one on the big screen. Anyway, the time has come to finally enjoy this film on home video, so to speak, and I just cannot wait to get into it. So, without any further ado, let's finally dig into it. This is audio excerpt from Far From Home, obviously.
Spider-Man's name is Peter Parker.
What the Oh boy. Are you Spider-Man girlfriend? Are you Spider-Man girlfriend? Take her away from there, Spidey. Whoa! Woo! Public enemy number one. Oh, come on. Where are the proof? Dude! Oh, not really. Nice song. Oh! Flash, behind you. He didn't notice, even. Woo! Oh, what happened? Did they break off? You didn't see anything, nothing happened. Man, oh my. Tom Holland looks pretty ripped. Ah, they broke up. Sure. Tom Holland looks fit. Nothing happened. Oh yeah, the sound. Yeah, it's something has happened. Let me explain. Spider-Man. Oh, Spider-Man's identity revealed. It's here. Yeah. It's here. Whoa, can you imagine? Can you imagine that happening to you? Spider-Menace. Spider-Menace. Nice office he's got there, Jonah. What the f... Yeah, that's true, but we know what happened. Hey, that's typical of them. He's not a vigilante, you schmuck. What's wrong with these people? What? Come on. No. What? So the rumors back then were right. Oh. Yeah, he does that. I believe Mysterio. That was a nice cameo surprise. Oh, look who we got there. Spiritual Oasis? No, the costume is fucked up, messed up. Kinda. Really? Nice room she got there. Cozy. You are. Actually. Peter Parker and MJ are so sweet together. You actually believe they are in love and and that they are a couple. I couldn't I couldn't really see that connection in the Sam Raimi's films. They worked together, don't get me wrong, but in this it works better. What Flashpoint? Murders? Get the Get the F out of here, please. Right, he is. Mysterio fooled you, morons. How influential yeah. How influential are human beings anyway? And what I mean is, mankind, people are so easily manipulated. Maybe the right word is suggestible. People are very much suggestible to everything. You tell them everything, you tell them something and they believe it without any proof. Unbelievable. Jerk. Three. Oh, this is for college approval or not? Okay. Not. Get out. Please. Yeah. Thank you. Again, without no proof, you punish them. Fucked up world. Ah, we know that tune. And the score is by Giacchino, so the tune for Doctor Strange has to be the same. I wonder if they will keep it in the next Doctor Strange film. What happened here? Wong! Oh. Oh. Careful. Right. Please, please. Okay, I'm very eager to see what is about to come. We got something from the trailer. Ready. Like he is in trance or something. A net. What is a net? Uh... Really? No, you aren't. Whoa, what the? Peter! Are you aware what's happening right now? He's still talking. Okay, but this is what he is. He's Spider-Man and Peter Parker, Doctor Strange. It's not that easy for him. To me, the problem is not Peter. Oh. You messed up. What? What does he risk? Wow. Whoa, doggy. Children love Spidey. Oh, this is not what he meant. Come on. Oh, oh! Something is coming. Oh, this is where Doc Ock appears, according to the trailer. Whoa! Woo! Oh man. Hello, Peter. What an entrance. Oh, what? From the second Spider-Man movie, Raimi's film? Oh. Ooh. Shit. Oh. I love that they kept the Doc Ock theme. Oh. Ooh. Whoa. I can see that. Oh. How is he able to accomplish that? To assimilate Stark technology? This wasn't ever established in Spider-Man 2, Raimi's Spider-Man 2. That's not Toby, no. Oh! Not anymore. That's cool. Not a chance. You are assimilated. Really? Whoa! Calm down. Oh, the goblin. Oh my. Yeah, Osborne. Wow, so far this... Whoa! Oh, the lizard! So far this film is... What happened to him? Oh... Not really. He sounds jolly. Lots of birthday parties. So far this film is just awesome. And very entertaining. What did he say? Maybe Nat has some potential. Scooby-Doo this shit. torture rack? What? He isn't? He's something else. Why? How? The question is from which time the goblin comes from within these Sam Raimi's timeline. So he simply switched off his suit. In the trailer it looks like a totally different suit. Electro. There he is. Is it? And yellow. Blue and yellow. Ineffective. Oh! Shit. He's been hit. Oh! Flint Marco. That's so cool. This is some visual awesomeness. Bullshit. That's true. What else? They are. Is that a tree? This, oh, this is just so entertaining. Okay. His hair stands up. He is. I wouldn't trust him anyway. What does he do? Take donuts? That's a dilemma. The problem is they are here now. To send them back? I don't know. I don't know what would be the best choice. So he did get a nice studio for his news, daily news. Dr. Osborne. Osborne. And then you were sent here. And then no, you didn't. There are hard choices to be made. Whoa! No, you aren't. Indeed, how the... Is it because of his spider senses that he's able to do that? The cape. Merry Christmas. Oh. How? Ow! Much impressive.
It's too dangerous. You guys have already done enough.
Peter, we're in this together.
I know we're in this together, Ned, but I can't do this if I know that you're in danger. Okay, so for me, MJ, please just take this. Please. Fine.
Ta-da! I had to put something on because I started to get cold. And I had to make some food. Some snack. Come on, he may be a teenager, but he's his own genius. Is it the same actor? Sandman. Is he portrayed by the same actor from Spider-Man 3? I'm not sure. Are you? Share it in the comment section. Let's release him. Come on, stay still. He's back. They're gone, right? I mean, that's wonderful to see, but I'm still not convinced about Osborn. Wow. No cyborg. I wouldn't trust him. And there he is. What? What's happening? What's wrong? I knew it. couldn't Peter foreseeing this? Shit. What the? Oh my god! Why is he that strong? Oh my god! Shit! Well done, May. No. 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 Oh my god. Hmm. No. No. Is she okay? She seems to be okay. No. She cannot die. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
May. May. What are you doing? May, please, will you just wake up and talk to me, please?
No. 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 This is much unexpected. This is a very unexpected loss. I cannot believe this. I told you, he's got potential. No, that's not him. That's... Ah! Andrew Spidey. What does... What does he mean by that? Yesterday he was there. Come on. Cheers. Yay. That's nothing. Yes, please. Please do it. Crawl around, please, Andrew. Do it. See? Are we through? He's the real one. 2. Wow. It is okay. What's wrong? Huh. I still cannot believe that we lost May. We feel you, Peter. They know. Right. Harry.
My MJ, it gets confusing here.
Yeah.
Peter!
Yeah.
He's got his suit. No. That's unique. This time. Let's cure those asses. Propaganda even. The Statue of Liberty with the Captain America shield. That's cool. Oh, the back. Ah, that's so relieving. Even hear it. Teasing. Anywhere else? Where else? Mr. Venom? Oh, come on. You are amazing. Oh. There they come. Do it. Come on. What happened? Oh. Whoa! The Sandman has arrived. Oh! Gross. Electro does look exactly like in the comics. When he's lightening up, of course.
We're clearly not very good at this.
I know, we suck. I don't know how to work it.
Of course. They cannot know who the Avengers are. And we love you. Let's do this. 3 Spider-Man at once. This is a never seen thing on film. Oh, hello, Peter. Wait your turn. Made it. It looks quite familiar, this shot of Sandman. This is the exact same shot taken from Spider-Man 3. Oh, shit. Close it already! Close it! Oh no! He got in! Ah! Yeah! Ha! I knew it. Oh. You're next. He starts to get, whoa, quite good at it. Just watch. Don't believe it, just watch. And this is a shot taken from The Amazing Spider-Man. Yeah. I love James Horner's music for The Amazing Spider-Man. And I love Danny Elfman's score for Spider-Man. That's pure nostalgia. That's too much. Oh no. Oh. Shit! No! That's right. That's right. The cape got him! Wow! Oh my multiverse. How do you want to get fixed this? Yeah. Mr. Cape. Where is the goblin? There he is. And now wouldn't you feel the same in that situation? That's it. That's it. You can't stop now. We can feel you, Peter, but you can't stop it now. You are no murderer. Murderer. You are not a murderer. No. Didn't you see this coming? But you... This is it. This is it. And Peter. People? Yeah. He knows that. That's the only way. Oh man. Here we go again with the spell. That's so nice to see. That's tough. We don't want that either. Man, that's one of a sacrifice. So long. See you. That's so heartbreaking. And the shield is gone. There are things which never change. Yeah, that's odd. She kind of feels something. When you help someone, you help everyone. Tony. Yeah. How is that what does that supposed to mean? When Hope asks him, how did you know her, May? Through Spider-Man. Oh yeah. Woo! Awesome, awesome, great, awesome movie. Truly. It gets you. It gets you pretty on an emotional level. That's also a very nice post-credit animated sequence. What a loss, May, what a loss. I'm very eager for a sequel of this. Oh. Tony? Thanos? Is this present day?
We are drunk.
What happened? Yeah, wow, this is like a new beginning, isn't it? For the next Spider-Man trilogy, maybe? I believe it will happen. Aside that, this film is awesome. It's amazingly entertaining, nostalgic, and the nostalgia is pretty well balanced. The so-called fan service is truly well balanced, in my opinion. The story is great, the performances are great, believable, you can feel them, you can follow them, it's like being there. Great looking action scenes, gorgeous looking visuals, the music by Michael Giacchino sounds, as always, great. It's a pleasure hearing some themes from the past films, such as the theme for Doc Ock, or The Amazing Spider-Man, or Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. All the characters have their moments, their relevant moments, and that applies on the villains as well. What we got here in this film is certainly not what we got from The Amazing Spider-Man 2, for instance, or Spider-Man 3, in which we got the feelings that we got too much villains. In this one though, the writers were able to show 3 villains without letting us down, performing wise and of course story wise. The film's got great editing and it has been directed outstandingly great. It's got content, it's got substance, it's got relatable emotions and moments. Yeah, great movie. Did you know that Tom Holland helped to save this movie from cancellation by forcing renegotiations between Sony and Disney? Under the terms of the new deal, not only does Spider-Man No Way Home still take place within the MCU, but Spider-Man can also appear in future MCU movies, as well as Sony's own Spider-Man franchise. And did you know that William Dafoe went to the premiere wearing a green face mask? Also that he would only agree to reprise his role as the Green Goblin on the condition that he still be allowed to perform the majority of his own stunts like he did in Spider-Man by Sam Raimi. Like in the original Spider-Man movie, William Dafoe once again wore prosthetic teeth as Norman Osborn, and his real teeth were shown for the Green Goblin persona. According to Zendaya and Tom Holland, William Dafoe's portrayal of the Green Goblin in this movie genuinely frightened everyone on set, making the character's reactions to the Goblin's appearance in the actual film all the more real. The Green Goblin mockingly delivers a speech to Peter about the nature of choice, much like he did to the Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker of his own universe in Spider-Man. He also warns Peter no good deed goes unpunished, which is essentially the message of his "in spite of everything you've done" lecture to his universe's Spidey. When locked inside Doctor Strange's chamber, Norman tells Peter, "You know, I'm something of a scientist myself," to offer his help. This is yet a reference to a memorable line from Norman's first scene in the original Spider-Man that has since become a famous meme, which he says to Tobey Maguire's Peter. The shot of Norman running away after smashing his goblin mask and he's lying shattered next to a dumpster mirrors quite a lot the shot of Peter Parker tossing his Spider-Man suit in a trash can in Spider-Man 2. As one of the most popular superheroes in the world, Spider-Man No Way Home was also going to be a commercial success. The film has crossed over $1.18 billion worldwide. While a typical Spidey adventure featuring a brand new villain would be profitable, No Way Home is acclaimed for its integration of several former actors in characters from previous Spider-Man series. Did you know that MJ works in a restaurant called Peter Pan Donut and Pastry Shop? It appears in the opening and closing of the movie. This is a real place in Brooklyn, New York. However, as the movie was shot in Georgia, the production visited the real location, photographed it, then built a reproduction for the shoot. The real stuff in the real Peter Pans is thrilled they are now part of the MCU. And did you know that Tom Holland began filming the movie just 2 days after finishing his movie Uncharted? No Way Home, however, was released first. The new Spider-Man film follows the typical Marvel format: dynamic action sequences, clever one-liners, and interactions between characters and villains from other series in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This formula has been extremely successful for the MCU as the franchise led into the final Avengers movie. Several years later, the blueprint has run dry, and No Way Home brings a superb idea to revitalize it. Did you know that earlier drafts of the film were very much different than the finished product? The script primarily focused on Peter's galactic adventures with a character based on space, probably the Skrulls or Captain Marvel, as hinted in the post-credits scene of Spider-Man Far From Home. However, the storyline was dropped in favor of setting of Secret Invasion, and a completely new script was written after the new deal between Sony and Disney in 2019, focusing on the multiverse instead. And did you know that the first trailer has become the most watched trailer getting 355,500,000 global views in its first 24 hours, surpassing the previous record holder by Avengers Endgame, which drove 289 million views. Integrating the likes of Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, William Dafoe, Alfred Molina and Jamie Foxx to reprise their former roles makes this movie fresh, and it's extremely well done. No Way Home is a distinguished and very entertaining film that is easily one of the best movies of 2029. Did you know that this is the first film in almost 2 years and the first film of the COVID era to earn more than $100 million on its opening weekend at the domestic box office? And did you know that the language spoken by Ned's grandmother is Tagalog, the most common dialect of the Philippines? The action sequences are quite tense and the cinematography is stunning, particularly when the audience sees 3 different Spider-Man battling together for the first time. The acting is tremendous. Dafoe steals the show as Norman Osborn with his devious monologues and devious laughs. Maguire portrays an older, more mature Peter Parker in perfect fashion, and Garfield portrays a young man who has learned from his past mistakes and has grown past them. Every and each performance in this film seems true to their characters. Did you know that the film's opening with audio from the end of the previous film, Spider-Man Far From Home, with J. Jonah Jameson revealing Spider-Man's identity is very similar to the opening of Iron Man 2, with audio from the last scene of Iron Man being heard from when Tony Stark revealed his identity to the world. And did you know that when Electro attains maximum power, a clearly defined star-shaped burst of yellow electricity briefly forms around his head a few times in the film? This is an homage to the iconic design of Electro from the comic books, who wears a yellow star-shaped lightning bolt mask. Unlike the blue color scheme he had in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, which was rather based on the version of the character from the Ultimate Marvel publication. The best parts of the film are seeing these diverse performances for the colossal number of the actors in the movie. You might be uninterested in the overall plot and more on what character was going to be introduced next. You may be uninvolved with Peter's relationship with MJ, Ned and Aunt May, but you might be more interested in seeing Maguire's Spidey finally battling the foe again after 19 years. While these parts of the movie make it satisfying to watch and be engaged in, the rest of the movie, mostly the extreme plot holes and scenarios, suffer just to justify bringing in all these former characters. Did you know that the final scene of the movie shows Tom Holland's Spider-Man swinging out of his apartment? He's wearing a brand new suit, which seems to be inspired by the previous 2 Spider-Man suits, which he saw on Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield during the movie. It appears that he uses Maguire's Spider-Man emblem and Garfield's vibrant color scheme and design. The suit also resembles the Earth 616 comic book costume. And did you know that J.K. Simmons had enjoyed playing J. Jonah Jameson in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy and admitted to being heartbroken that he wouldn't be able to revisit the character in a fourth movie. Naturally, when Marvel approached him to reprise his role in Spider-Man Far From Home and No Way Home, he jumped at the chance. Simmons also expressed excitement in adapting Jameson to the modern day era, describing him more as a media blowhard than a newspaper editor. To make up for the fact that his character was now bald, Simmons insisted on keeping Jameson's cigar and mustache due to wanting to have some aspects from his portrayal in Sam Raimi's trilogy to carry over in the MCU. After Peter's identity as Spider-Man is revealed, he and his friends face their biggest challenge to date, getting accepted into MIT. After Peter, MJ, and Ned are rejected because of their association with superhero antics, Peter asks Doctor Strange to do some moronic spell that will make everyone in the world forget that Peter is Spider-Man. As predicted, this spell goes terribly wrong. Did you know that when Doctor Strange smacks Peter's astral form out of his body, it can be seen that Peter's head has transparent versions of the classic wavy Spider-Sense lines? And did you know that for his appearance in the film, Alfred Molina was digitally de-aged to make him appear as he had in Spider-Man 2, and his mechanical tentacles were created through CGI rather than through puppetry like in his first film. In Spider-Man 2, he died of drowning after stopping the fusion reaction, but according to Molina, his character will somehow move into the multiverse right before he was supposed to die in Spider-Man 2, meaning he's still alive. Referring to the spell going terribly wrong, this is the center point of the story not getting into the same college as his friends, despite the fact that Peter is literally Spider-Man. He can concoct outlandish formulas to cure villains' powers. He's really good at geometry, and that he's close friends with the director of Stark Industries, where he could probably get a job without having a degree, by the way. Did you know that in the end, when Tom Holland's Spider-Man bids farewell to Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's incarnations, he hugs the two of them before taking off, pleading how grateful he is to have gotten the opportunity to get this kind of help from other Spider-Man. This scene was actually improvised by Holland. And did you know that the phrase "with great power comes great responsibility" has become strongly associated with Spider-Man's origins thanks to Sam Raimi's well-adapted origin film based around this theme. However, Aunt May's similar line in this film is not a variation or deviation of the original phrase or of Raimi's version. Rather, Raimi's version is the variation. May's line "with great power there must also come great responsibility" is actually the original phrase printed in the very first Spider-Man comic issue. Similarly, fans may assume that having Aunt May speak this line is a deviation of the original canon, where Uncle Ben is presumed to utter the phrase. However, in the original Spider-Man comic, the phrase was actually not said by Uncle Ben or any character at all. Rather, it was part of the narrator's closing commentary of the first comic book issue. Another issue with the story is that only select characters from the franchise reappear. If anyone who knows that Peter Parker is Spider-Man appears, where are the various actors who played Uncle Ben and Aunt May? Where's Emma Stone? Where's Michael Keaton as Vulture? Where's Kirsten Dunst as Mary Jane? Where's Topher Grace as Venom? Did you know that when Sandman turns back into his human form, the footage seen is actually reused footage of Thomas Hayden Church from Spider-Man 3. Both Rhys Ifans and Thomas Hayden Church reprised their roles, respectively, through voice acting only. Neither actor was available for filming. Their characters, Dr. Kurt Connors / The Lizard and Flint Marko / The Sandman, respectively, are represented throughout the film through CGI. That's why their characters never appear in their likeness until the end of the film. Stock footage of Ivans and Church from their previous films is used instead. And did you know that after the trailer's release, a rumor arose that Charlie Cox was returning as the Daredevil in the film, reprising his role from the now defunct Marvel Television produced Netflix show. However, these rumors were first debunked by Cox himself and later by the IMAX trailer of the film. However, Marvel Studios chairman Kevin Feige would later confirm that Cox was indeed returning as Daredevil in the MCU, but his debut would have to be seen at the time. Cox was later seen as Murdoch in this film, who works as Peter's lawyer. It marks the second appearance of a character from Marvel Netflix series to appear in an MCU canon production. The first was Vincent D'Onofrio as Wilson Fisk, aka Kingpin, appearing in Hawkeye. The fact that none of these mentioned characters are present could actually lead someone to think this film is fan service. Partly it certainly is, since with the returning actors from the franchise are action sequences filled with banter and resolve some of old plot lines. It would have been very exciting to see Stone back and get rescued by Garfield after he failed in their movie, The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Without Stone returning, this plotline will never be resolved, unlike other characters in the series. Did you know that when MJ falls off the side of the construction balconies, Peter dives to try to save her, but is pushed out of the way by the Green Goblin, which then prompts Andrew Garfield's Peter to dive down to save her. After safely setting her down on the ground, he starts to cry as he asks if she's alright. This is an obvious nod to his failed attempt to save Gwen Stacy under similar circumstances in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. So it could be said that he finally found some redemption by saving MJ in this movie, if not in his universe. And did you know that the reason Tom Hardy's Venom is pulled into the verse is actually explained in the end credits of Venom Let There Be Carnage. Just before he's pulled in, Venom tells Eddie that the symbiotes share a hive mind across universes, meaning multiverses as well. Therefore, Venom knew Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker because Topher Grace's Venom did. He remembered being Spider-Man's suit in that universe. This could also explain why Grace's Venom was not pulled in, as the spell grabbed a different version of the same symbiote. Peter's decision to try to cure all these new villains is motivated by the fact that if they're returned to their own world, it will be at the exact moment they die. Yes, you read that obscene plot point correctly. This leads to the death of someone dear to Peter and an ambiguous ending to the film that leads Peter down a new path. With the arrival of all these other Spider-Man and villains, Holland's Peter Parker is snapped with the character's progression as a hero. It's satisfying to see Maguire and Garfield after several years and to see how they've grown as men, but that's not the case for Holland. This is an issue with several of these newer Marvel movies, as it's hard to identify and see growth in a single character, and these movies have just become an actor salad. Kind of. Spider-Man No Way Home is anyway an entertaining film filled with excellent acting, nostalgia, magnificent action sequences, and astonishing idea to bring in former franchise characters. This is nothing that's been done in the MCU before, despite several of these characters being portrayed in other films. The film is one of the best of 2021 and one of the best in the MCU. Despite the critical acclaim and record-breaking profits, this film presents a challenge for Disney and Marvel today. What are they going to do next? They've brought an innovative ideal to their now bland formula to make a hit. Returning to the same equation will be disappointing to most fans and moviegoers after their expectations have risen. Whatever comes after Spider-Man No Way Home will be the true test for the future success of the MCU. So, and what are your thoughts? Did you enjoy this film? Is it everything you have expected to be? Is it actually a perfect film to you? Does it even need it to be? Not for me anyway. You are unable to express your mind and feelings? Well, alright, I'm gonna ending it here. If you are interested in a full objective review of mine, plus insights, you can find it on Patreon. Thank you all for taking the time to watch this with me. If you like this video and its content, you just thumbs up. And if you got more of these you want me to get through with you, you may send me your suggestions this way. And if you like to engage my joyful yet time-consuming work here and to push the channel forward in terms of some financial freedom, better equipment, and editing tools, I would very much welcome you in the Patreon Brotherhood. Anytime. Right, Robo?
Thank you for your cooperation. Good night.
Feel free to punch that subscribe button. If you are new to this channel, stay tuned, go beyond, and you are going to see me once again next time. Keep it always well. Homecoming, Far From Home. By forcing renegotiations. That's a very that's a hint. Making the character series the Green Goblin mockingly delivers a speech to Peter about the nature of choice, much like he did to the Peter Parker of his office. When locked inside Doctor Strange's chamber, Norman, that has since become a famous meme, while a typical Spidey adventure featuring a brand new villain would be profitable in terms of some financial freedom, in terms of some financial freedom would be profitable. Did you know that MJ works in a restaurant called Peter Parker? Did you know that MJ works in a restaurant called Peter Pan Donut? Did you know that MJ works in a restaurant called Peter Pan Donut? Donut. The real stuff in the real Peter Parkers. The new Spider-Man film follows the typical Marvel format. Dynamic action sequences, clever one-liners. Several years later, better equipment, the blueprint has run dry, and No Way Home brings a superb idea to revitalize. Oh shit. How do you pronounce this word?
To revitalize. To revitalize.
Now I got it. Focusing. Those words are sometimes difficult to. Focusing. I have much to learn. Yeah. Focusing on the multiverse instead. And did you know that the first trailer has become the most watched trailer received not receiving or getting 355 million and 500,000 global views. Did I say this number correctly? Yeah, 355 million. Yeah. Getting 355 and 500. No. getting 355,500,000 global views. Finally. And did you know that the language spoken by Ned's grandmother is Tagalog, the most common dialect of the Philippines? The most common dialect of the Philippines? How do you spell this? Tell me that, translator.
Philippines.
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 Oh, I'm tired. The action sequences are quite tense. Did you know that the film's opening with audio from the end of the previous film, Spider-Man Far From Home, with J. Jonah Jameson, hopefully, being heard. This is a homage. This is a homage. This is a homage. This is an homage to the iconic design of Electro from the comic books. That's interesting. That throat. The best parts of the film are seeing these diverse performances. The best parts of the film are seeing these diverse performances for the describing him more as a media blowhard than a newspaper. Describing him more as a media blowhard than a newspaper editor. Simmons insisted on keeping Jameson's cigar and mustache Simmons insisted on keeping Jameson's cigar. Did you know that when Doctor Strange smacks Peter's astral form out of his body, it can be seen that Peter's head has transparent versions of the classic wave. He can concoct. This is the first time I jump into this word. Concoct. What does that mean? Aushecken. Oh.
To concoct.
Concoct. Okay. Did you know that in the end when Toby stock footage of Evans and Church from their previous films, Cox was later seen Cox was later seen as later or later.
Later.
You can pronounce it later or later. Cox later seen as Murdoch. This is an obvious nod to his failed attempt to save Gwen Stacy. Feel free to punch. Feel free to punch that subscribe button. Now I got it. The end.